Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. And this is going to be a game, again, supposedly from a random BNet game, but who knows these days, between CatZ, member of the Root Gaming clan, and ROOTCatZ, aka DuckloadRa. It's his BNet account name, due to some sponsorship or something like that. Anyway, should be a fun game here. Both these players very, very high-level players. I don't know a ton about CatZ, to be honest with you. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff. He is a member of Root, which is a pretty good gaming clan. And I've seen his name around. And let's go see. I'm curious to see how things go over here with this Overlord sneaking in here. Is he going to run a probe over here and spot the Overlord? It would be kind of a standard thing to do. And oh, he's running back. He knows where he is. He's going to run the Overlord now. Let's see where this Overlord goes, if he's going to stay within sight range at all, or if ROOTCatZ's going to scout this Overlord, see where it is. No sign. Oh, did he see the shadow? Oh, okay. He must have seen it at the edge of his vision in order to see that shadow. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you can only see the shadow if you see the unit there. But that shadow was a little bit more obvious than that sneaky Overlord on the top. So ROOTCatZ's going to know exactly where he is. He's going to send his probe directly there and scout everything out and see what's going on. Hatchery has gone up first for CatZ. It looks like at 15. 15 hatch, 14 pool. Pretty standard Zerg play. He's got this drone down here. I'm not sure if that was sent down for some other reason or if it was sent to block that probe from putting it on pylons or anything like that. But he actually didn't need to worry about that because he didn't see a forge or anything over here with his Overlord. So pretty normal play again from ROOTCatZ, actually. Going for the assimilator after the gateway. He's going to get down a core momentarily and and then work from there. Now we saw ROOTCatZ do a bunch of PVZs against... oh, I cannot remember the player's name that I casted the whole series. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll remember it later. Anyway, he did a lot of wall-ins. He'd like to wall-in actually with his gateway in his core and then leave a little gap for the Zealot to block things up. Deciding not to go for that this time. So CatZ getting his pull down. It's about to pop. He's going to be able to get some Zerglings out. And actually, you know, ROOTCatZ is not going to be able to hold his ramp at this point from just this core right here. He doesn't have enough units to throw in that gap either. So if CatZ decides to go for something silly and get a bunch of Zerglings, it could be very, very bad for him. He could get them in there and anyway, Stalker being put out here. Again, pretty much standard from what we saw with ROOTCatZ with those other games as well. Getting out a Zealot early and trying to harass with and getting out a Stalker as well. Is he going to get a drone? Oh, 2 hits on that drone, escapes with its life. And look at this. Silly Zerglings. Oh, now he get... No! Nope, no surround. No surround. He is going to finally get around that side there. He could micro these Zerglings a little bit. He's not really microing them too well. Could send in the healthy ones, but either way, the Zealot is pretty much pinned in there, but is going to get probably one more kill before it does die. Now here comes the Stalker as well. Now he's going to be able to, until the Ling speed is up, the Stalker can kind of just do what it wants. You know, it can run up and attack queens and drones and Zerglings and still be able to pretty much fall back with relative impunity and not get killed off. It can, especially this close, it can get back home pretty quickly. And there, the second gateway is going to actually form that blockade there, just in case of anything silly coming on. Yeah, look, see, he's taking some hits on his shields, but he can fall back. Once he gets off the creep, he can micro against the queen. 2 Stalkers now coming in here to do even more damage. Ling speed is on the way, but it's nowhere near finished right now. So... excuse me. Sentry, what is... That's weird. Why is the Sentry taking so long to build? Oh, he must have... Oh, he's building in a gateway still. I thought he had warp gates already. So he cancels it in order to turn those into warp gates so he can make the sentries even faster. Anyway, Ling speed, again, a little bit far from finishing, but he's... ROOTCatZ didn't know it was that far. Wise move to fall back to his choke here. A lot of sentries... pretty much indicating that he was planning on expanding, so he can use those sentries to hold things back and keep Lings back while he expands. Here come the Lings, though. He's got a good 16 Zerglings running in. They're all pretty good health, and they all are going to have speed in about 2 seconds. Oh man, I was wrong. I narrowed it down to 2 seconds from 3, and it was only 1. Okay, so Ling speed is now up. That's going to make those Lings very, very dangerous for this kind of units. I mean, if microed correctly, you know, you can do force fields around your units and make it so that the Lings I can't get in there. But you really need some zealots in the mix to really be super effective against Zerglings like that. Anyway, just finally getting out a creep tumor here. He's going to be a little bit late in getting some creep going. He's got a 3rd queen, though, so he should be able to get those creep tumors out a lot better. He doesn't have any creep between his bases just yet. He does have the Roach Warren at this point, and he's trying to get his lair up as well. So he's just going to be teching here. I like this gateway. Very, very nice. He can get behind there if he needs to, if he suspects that something crazy is going to go on. Here comes some Zerglings going, just running in just to see what they can do. And I like this pylon too. Man, beautiful building placement by WhiteRaw. Putting a pylon back here so the Zerglings can't run in behind, or anything else can't run in behind. And building the gateway here so he can have something to hide behind if he needs to. You know, if things get pretty hairy. And now the roaches are coming out here. We don't see, never mind, I was going to say we don't see Roach speed being upgraded yet, but we just see it right there. The lair hasn't been up for that long, so that makes sense, actually. So a nice little army there, Lings and Roaches. And it looks like WhiteRaw is actually going to move out with just a bunch of Stalkers. He's got this pylon over here to add Stalkers to the low ground, and a Zealot as well. I think that's what he needs, is a couple Zealots to buffer in here. A couple more Zealots would be really, really nice, considering that he knows that, that there are so many Zerglings in the mix. A lot of Roaches, though. CatZ sees this coming. He's falling back. His Overlords make sure they don't get picked off. One does get picked off. Another one is going to get picked off. He's now supply blocked from the Overlords he picked off on the way here. This is his main chance. This is his only chance to defeat this. Lings coming and surrounding on the side, but the force field's keeping all the Roaches back. None of these Roaches getting any hits in right now. These Roaches barely able to get any hits in. And with the Guardian Shield as well, making those Roaches much less effective now that they finally get in here. Beautiful, beautiful force field play there by almost a TT1 by WhiteRaw, and wow, this is looking really, really bad for CatZ. He is basically out of this game at this point. He's supply blocked. He has a few more Roaches coming out. Those are his last chance. Those Roaches, he can't even unify them into an attack. Looks like he's going to pick off a couple and bringing some more Roaches in from behind as well. He's going to pick off a couple Stalkers, but this is pretty much over. WhiteRaw all up in the natural, killing Overlords, and CatZ is just supply block anyway, so he can't really do anything. Yeah, this is pretty much over. This is going to be GG. So nicely played by WhiteRaw. Nice little timing attack there before CatZ could get any tech units up. And I just realized that the volume was very high in my headphones during that attack, so hopefully the everything comes out even in the cast. Anyway, yeah, just caught him off guard there. CatZ trying to tech up and get his econ going, and he only had a few Roaches out there, but I think what won him the game was the beautiful force fields. Whole array of force fields all around this arc, so that basically none of CatZ's Roaches were getting any hits off, and the sentries were able to just soften them up and deal with the Zerglings from behind individually at a little bit at a time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that game. Thanks for watching. GG.